Hey guys, welcome to my very first Q&A video. I'm going to be answering quite a few questions that you guys submitted. A big thanks to those of you that did, as I got a few hundred of them. Kind of overwhelming, I really didn't expect that kind of response, so thank you for that. The game that I'm playing is Dustforce, and you'll probably recognise the music because I use it in a lot of my videos. One of the most common questions I get asked is, how much money have you spent in TF2, or do you spend money in TF2? And I can say yes, I do spend money on TF2, but only with money that I got from selling items first. I did address this in my sort of showcase video of my TF2 inventory, and a lot of people do find it hard to believe, but the last time I spent my own money on TF2 goods would have been in February 2013, where I unboxed those two unusuals, and I would have bought maybe 13 keys just so I could do a nice number of unboxing, 25. So yeah, that's pretty much how that works, and there are pros and cons of PayPal trading and real world trading, so I will go into that in a later video. But yeah, next question. What do you use to record and edit with? I use DxTory to record all of my gameplay footage, and then I use Adobe Premiere Pro to edit. Sony Vegas is a good way to go if you're just looking into making like gaming videos and stuff, as it does everything you need it to, and there are like a ton of tutorials on YouTube. But yeah, definitely DxTory for recording, as you can record different sources of audio and level them out after you're done recording, rather than trying to make it all perfect whilst recording. Hopefully that makes sense. What has been the best moment of your life? I would say either getting accepted into university or becoming partnered on YouTube a couple of years ago on my old channel. How do you feel about being one of the top 40 traders in TF2? I guess it's a nice feeling to know that I'm up there, but it's not really something I'm bothered about, backpack value ranks and stuff. Jub672 asks, do I
smoke weed every day?
Sorry, I've never had a reason to use that sound clip, but I've never actually smoked at all, anything for that matter. I mean, I have friends that do and have in the past, but it's just not something that I'm at all attracted to. So yeah, what is your HUD in Team Fortress 2? I use the TF2 HUD Plus. I've linked it in the description of the majority of my videos most recently, but I'll link it again in this video, just to anyone that's interested. What do you do in the rest of your spare time? I mean, besides TF2 video making in university, I just hang around with housemates, I guess, playing FIFA 14, watching films, playing Netflix, go out once in a while, but in all honesty I went out a lot more before I moved up to London, which is kind of surprising because London's sort of hyped about its nightlife and everything. What was the biggest mistake you made whilst trading? I would say either the time I got charged back for $400. If I had just looked a few pages back on this guy's profile wall comments, I could have seen he was Russian and not American, as the person that sent the money was American. Otherwise, I would say when I bought this Disco Beatdown Gibbous, it just took months to sell. I just couldn't shift it, and I don't know, I learned a lot from that trade, if I'm honest. So yeah. Was your level 100 Halloween collection worth it? I'd say yes, because collecting things helps me keep a keen interest in TF2 trading, and it's definitely one of those things that if I ever did cash out of TF2, I'd keep for nostalgic purposes, along with a few other items. If you were asked to work at Steam/Valve, would you? I would probably consider working at Valve more than Steam, just because of how amazing their snack bar is, though I'd have no idea what my job title would be.
Right? It's like if people want something in the snack bar, that's what ends up in the snack bar. So it really reflects the personal preferences and desires of all of the people who work here.
What will your next milestone be, and what would you give away? I mean, I guess the next milestone would be 20k subs, and I'll end up giving away unusuals or something similar. Other than that, the only time I'll probably be giving something away until then will be on my live streams or even on my trading server. What's your trading philosophy, i.e. what are you always thinking whilst trading? I try to be as patient and nice as I possibly can. You'll come across all sorts of people in TF2, some pretty negative and rude. Just try not to be the same way with them, try and just be understanding and calm, cool and collected, I guess, because you're far more likely to get a trade to happen if you're being patient and understanding with the other trader, rather than trying to force a trade down their neck, cursing them out every so often for taking so long and being unsure about your offer. Something I experience a lot, people just aren't patient in this game. Are there any plans on future content such as gameplays, reviews and perhaps videos such as In the Life of Strife? Yeah, when I made this channel I wanted to create variety games content and not just get fixated on one game, which is pretty much what's happened with TF2. So you may see some newish content on the channel fairly soon. I do have some videos earlier on where I play stuff like Chivalry, did make a few videos on Minecraft, but it's not something I really got into all that much. But I do plan on making videos on other games with friends of mine and perhaps even other YouTubers, so definitely something to look out for. Hopefully some of you will still watch me, even though it's not just TF2. Will you ever play TF2 and do a face cam at the same time, maybe for 20k subs? I have considered doing it. I was going to for 10k, but I just didn't in the end. I don't really know why. I've no problem being on camera. I mean, maybe on future live streams that'll be the place to see me if I ever do get a decent webcam, do the whole green screen stuff, but I don't know, it's something I'll think about, I guess. Why did you quit RuneScape? I personally quit RuneScape because one, I didn't enjoy it anymore, and I just had enough of all the bullshit that the game came with, like DDoSers, scammers. I mean, even just the gambling aspect of it with the Duel Arena, I just didn't enjoy. You had people playing flower games and dicing and whatever all that stuff was called, spamming the public chat. I just don't know, it wasn't the game that I once knew, I guess, so I'd kind of had enough of it. Were you expecting to have this many subscribers when you started YouTube? On my old channel I was excited just to hit the 100 mark, like when I was just sharing videos with my friends and stuff like that. Getting as many as 10 likes on a single video was just amazing to me. But this channel in particular, I sent some of my audience from my old channel over, and I maybe hit around 1,000 subs, but since then it's grown a lot quicker than I thought it would, more recently even more so. And I'm going to do my best to try and keep up with the content and the quantity that I put out, as I think before I was kind of neglecting it a bit, not putting as much effort in as I should. But I am really thankful to everyone that subscribes and encourages me to carry on, because that's really what keeps me going, I guess. How hard is it to find good content for videos, not just talking points but for gameplay? I would say the gameplay comes easier, as I tend to record whenever I get a chance. That way I can save the best footage, maybe if something funny happens or if I'm playing particularly well. Other than that, I mean, I tend not to do live commentaries as much, as I find it easier to record the audio after I've recorded than to do it whilst I'm recording. Maybe that's just because I'm a bit rusty nowadays and I've gotten used to doing it the way I do it. But I mean, if you guys want to see live commentaries, let me know and I'll be sure to do that. When did your backpack start getting valuable / you started serious trading? I would say if we're talking about after I unboxed those 2 unusuals, it would have been where I took the risk of collecting all the clean vintage weapons available and then selling them as a set. So that included things like the Fan of War and the Vintage Conqueror. And from that I actually managed to profit a good bud or two, and I was one step closer to getting that Burning Baker Boy that I really wanted. And it was only like a few weeks later I actually managed to get the Burning Baker Boy, so from there I sort of realised that I had a good thing going and I could profit from trading. The questions I chose for this video were from the first half of those submitted, so if you do want me to do a part 2 to this video, just let me know in the comments and I will happily do it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it and I will see you next time. Bye!